Big level coming in, 61 range. Now I can equip a Rune Crossbow. That's going to be fantastic. It's actually going to be the weapon that I'm going to choose to bring into the fight caves, at least for Jad and some of the mages towards the latter stages of the caves. I am having a bit of a realization with the jellies, just trying to run the numbers on how likely it is I can get these drops and how many. The most important thing really is just how many steel knives I'm going through. Even just after like half an hour of testing this, I'm burning through these steel knives so quickly that I probably need to readjust my goals here. And I probably, before trying to do this hard clue scroll grind, I probably need to get broader fletching unlocked via Slayer. So, who's ready for some clue scroll math? Yep, hard clue scrolls are 4 to 6 steps to complete, and I've run the numbers. I think I'm correct on this, in that we have a 24.91% chance to complete a single step of any hard clue scroll we pick up. And for the breakdown, we can't do any music steps because Cecilia's dead, we can't do emote clues because Yuri's dead, and we can't do coordinate clues because the wizards are dead. There is one coordinate clue we can do out of the 51, so that's one that we'll cross our fingers for. We also can't do any hard ciphers. There are some non-human characters, but they're all quest lock locations, so ciphers, coordinates, emotes, and music all off the table for us. The good news is we can do all of the map steps. We can do 12 out of the 75 challenge scrolls. We can do 4 out of the 18 anagrams, and we can do 40 out of the 69 cryptics. So as long as my calculations are correct, we can do 64 out of the 257 possibilities, which means that roughly 1 in 4 of our hard clues are going to be steps that we can complete. Obviously, to be on the safe side, I think we're going to try and juggle 6 in the best case scenario. The warp jellies take around a minute to kill for us right now, and the drop rate is 1 in 64. We're expected right now to get 1 clue scroll an hour, and essentially a quarter of those will be completable for us. And that's where we have the big breakdown with ammunition right now. It just takes me so damn long to get these steel knives, and that stack depletes really, really quickly because we don't have an accumulator. So I think we're going to have to park this idea until we can get broader fletching unlocked with our Slayer points, because that's a resource that I can replenish just so much more easily, and we can make a mountain of them all in one go, just way, way faster than any other ammunition that I can get right now. We're naturally going to get a few additional range levels, which hopefully drops down our kill time substantially, and I'm hoping that Rune Crossbow plus Broad Bolts is going to improve our DPS as well. Just for a very quick side-by-side comparison, you can see Broad Bolts and the Rune Crossbow coming out at about 6 seconds quicker per kill than the steel knives, so not only are they easier to keep up with the ammunition, but also they're going to be better, and when you're saving 6 seconds on every single kill, when I'm going to have to kill many, many warped jellies, this is definitely the route we need to go for. So we need to get to 55 Slayer, as well as getting the unlock for the broader fletching, and then we're going to be in business. Alright, next task is going to be Bloodveld and Slayer Tower. That is amazing. Now let's do the dopamine keys. We're looking at steel bars. That's fantastic. I was just saying I want to... And coal. Okay, fantastic. We have plenty of steel knives that we can already make, and that's going to cut down significantly the amount of mining time we're going to have to do in between getting these next batch of steel knives. We're getting to the end of our Slayer task, and we're about to hit another range level. That will get us to 63 range, and we've also hit an extra Slayer level to 53. We need to get to 55 as there's our range level, nice and ticking over quite well. These are always great for XP, the Bloodveld. We didn't get too much interesting stuff. We did get a couple Brimstone keys to open those, so that's going to be a nice dopamine hit. I also got a lamp just a second ago from a genie, so that's a tiny bit of extra Herblore XP. Then I'm going to go and do a quick herb run, and then back to Konar for our next task. 23 farming. Oh yeah, and I have to chop down all these trees myself as well, which is a grief. Just finishing up our trip, and we got to 26, which now means I can plant Limpwort roots and Harrowlanders, which is actually a massive upgrade. We want to start getting those strength pots going, and Harrowlanders are just another upgrade to actually start pushing this Herblore. I'm starting to stack up these herbs in the bank. Haven't really started to make potions just yet. Lots of secondaries to collect and that sort of stuff, but this is, like I keep saying, one of the key important skills that we have to get going, because we need to get to this top end of things, to be honest with you, if we're going to have any chance at Cox. Alright, first of all, next assignment, it's going to be Greater Demons, which is just in this dungeon. That's easy enough. And let's unlock a couple chests. Rubies, you always love to see that. And rubies again. Crafting XP, yippee! Alright, next assignment, Bloodveld and Slayer Tower. Perfect, perfect. We've just been there, and we get some iron ore. Nice. We are also at level 54 Slayer now, and 64 range, so Again, just one level away until we can get our broad bolts, and I think I need to get a couple more tasks. What tasks are we on? We're at 37. I think I need to get to 40th task to get enough points so I can unlock that broader fletching. But yeah, not too long now. So we are coming in on the 55 Slayer just after this kill, which is going to be fantastic for us. We need that so we can get the broader fletching. So then we're just going to be hunting down those last couple tasks to get us the Slayer points that we need. And another big thing here is actually it gives us tour-off tasks. And again, there you go, there's the 55 Slayer. And these tour-offs allow us to have leaf-bladed weaponry. And actually, I believe the leaf-bladed sword is really good for us. So we are probably going to be hunting that down at some point as well. So yeah, that's actually going to be an upgrade on the old Rune Skim, I think. So might have to find a time to do that if we don't get it in the next couple of tasks. Alright, Bloodfeld's done. We're at 66 range, 55 Slayer. Let's see our new assignment, Hellhounds in Kourend. That's easy. And let's have the dopamine chest. And we got rubies every time. We are getting spooned on the rubies. Absolutely love to see it. I have been cutting some of them in the downtime, and I'm actually pretty close to 61 crafting. 62 would actually give us a pretty good upgrade as well. Where is it? We want to get a... yeah, Green Dragonhide Shield would actually be pretty good for us, to be fair. So I will be just in the downtime cutting my gems and all that good stuff to try and boost those crafting levels. But honestly, these keys are just the goat. I'm loving it. Every single task, there's something to come back to and look forward to. First, Hespori Seed. That's going to be really important for us. The bucket is going to be massive because we have to slow compost everything. Just hit 30 farming, finishing our trip. And that means I can now plant willows, which is, again, just another big boost and upgrade for our XP. So we are going to be shooting up these levels and actually start getting to some better herbs pretty soon as well, which is going to be fantastic. So, another heap of hellhounds down. This is our last one. And, of course, someone's randomly crashing. So I've got to get back in my spot, but it shouldn't be too difficult. But, yeah, our new levels, 56 Slayer, 67 range, and also got a hit point level up to 68 now. So that's looking pretty good. As we can get back into our spot, you can see I've just marked it, so it's a lot easier. Because this is an awkward spot. Sometimes when they are in this area, you have to run back a little bit more. But, yeah, we've obviously lost aggro, so they're not just going to pounce on us. But yeah, as you can see, got through a lot more steel knives. We're once again low, which means I'm really hoping that our final task before we get to our 40th task, I'm really hoping that it's going to be one that I can melee. Otherwise, we have to... Or, if, I guess... Well, yeah, I didn't get any Konar keys, so I can't open up any more ore or anything like that. So, yeah, wish me luck. What's it going to be? Konar? Trolls in Keldagrim? Okay, that's fine. Actually, Keldagrim. It's quest time. So the trolls are actually just outside Keldagrim, but I did just want to start the giant dwarf anyway. That gives me another minigame teleport, which is going to be helpful in the future. A few decent shops here, but ultimately we now have broader fletching, so it's time to get to the Rune Crossbow. So you're probably wondering why I'm at Skurius. I actually need to get the easy combat diary achievements done. So we are just going to kill 10 Skurius to give ourselves some extra points, because that's going to be required to help us on our way to get our Rune Crossbow, and all will become clear in the next couple of clips as to why I'm doing this. And just got Skurius Champion. Haven't been able to get the perfect one yet, which is a bit of a shame. These kills just take so long, and my prayer often ends up being 0 by the time we get to the end of the enrage phase, so I might have to come back for those +2 when I get a prayer pot, something like that. I did have one prayer pot drop, but I completely wasted it on one of the attempts. So yeah, that's just +2 on the points. Now we're going to try and get some points in another way. Next up, I wanted to try my luck at the Chaos Elemental, actually. There's an easy way that you can try and trap it. And as you can see, I'm not even flinching this guy. I'm just getting free hits in once you get it in the spot. The lure. I actually found this already on YouTube, so I'll leave it in the link in the description below. This isn't something I found or anything like that. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good boss for me to kill. There are some good drops. I've actually mentioned the Chaos Elemental in a previous episode, with Mahogany Planks being a potential high roll that I'd have to chase. We're only going to go for 10 kills just so I can get the combat achievement points. I think I get 3 points for killing it 10 times and 3 for killing it without it taking off any of my armor, which should be pretty easy if I just have a full invent at one of these kills. These do take a long time, though. You can see I've substantially sped this up, and the timer's going in the bottom corner. I think it was like maybe 15 or so minute kills for the Chaos Elemental for us with our gear. You know, we only have 60 attack and 64 strength, and we're using a rune skim, so very slow, very arduous, but getting it into the spots isn't too tricky, and obviously we're not getting hit back, so we can pretty much just turn our brain off. Every now and then someone would run past, and sometimes it would mean that I don't get credit for the kill, which is really annoying, but ultimately this is an easy way to our points, and I think after this, once I've got the 6 from Chaos Ellie, I just need to find 1 extra floating point to get to our 35. Oh my god, that's our 3rd Chaos Ellie kill, and we get the dragon plate legs? What the heck? That's a bit of an upgrade to the Addy plate legs. I'm just getting kill count right now. That's so insane. And yes, there's an NC Ellie to hide back there. But wow, okay. I think our best drop is still the planks, but sure, dragon plate legs. Awesome. We're getting 10 kill counts for combat diaries so that I can get the first version of the hilt so I can do Aviancies to get a Rune Crossbow. It's such a weird way of getting Rune Crossbow because normally you could just do Crazy Archaeologist, right? Or Chaos Fanatic. Yeah, it's Archaeologist, I think, for the easy routes. But we have to go a weird way about getting Runite limbs. Unfortunately, our fletching level's high enough, but was not expecting those dragon plate legs. That's actually wild. Oh, baby, the Chaos Ellie's been busted for us. I have had to hop a couple of times, because when people crash, I have to lose like 20 minutes on a kill. You can see 16 minutes was how long it took me to kill this one. Oh no, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I've just got the mahogany planks. Please, I beg, let me get away. Please. My goodness. No. Please. Okay. I think they're not chasing. Good. We're making it to Mage Bank. We have mahogany planks. That changes everything. I thought we weren't going to do this for a long time, but I'm so glad I came to Chaos Ellie. This is epic. We can get some house upgrades. There it is, our 10th kill. That means we have task completed, and that means that we are just 1 point away from getting our easy combat achievements done. Just going to pick up my limestone bricks over in Keldagrim. I think I only need 2, but I'll get a couple more for the bank just in case. And now let's go home and make myself a portal chamber. It's going to cost me a bomb, I think. It costs a lot. Where is it? 100k. Oh, painful. I did just do some alking, if you're wondering where the cash came from. Right, let's build this. Teleport focus. And mahogany portal number 1. Number 2. And number 3. I only have enough laws to make 1. I need to make sure it's called what I think it's called, and I'm not a mug here. Battlefront is what I'm looking for. There it is, Battlefront. And let's see if that works. Oh, beautiful. 100 law runes well spent, in my opinion. And while I'm in the area, I'm just going to spend my reward points on broader fletching, confirm. Another big purchase for the accounts. But now we can buy our broad bolts, which is phenomenal. Not going to do that with Slayer points. We do it from here, right? They're so cheap. Amazing. Just finishing off this fire giant, which should be our final combat task to get all the easies unlocked. Hopefully I've done it correctly. There you go, into the den of giants. That's the 1 point remaining that we needed. Also got some free law runes from the moss giant. Love to see it. But yeah, that means now I can get my final exception out the way. So here it is, the final exception. I'm going to be chatting to Ghommal to get the easy combat achievement diaries done, because I do think the hilt unlocks just way too much content for God Wars. One quick note as well that makes me feel a bit better than this. This guy's literally the size of a house. So he's surely got like giant's blood or something like Cyclops blood in him. Like he's just too big. I had to make sure that he was actually a human in the first place to see if I was even breaking the rules, but this is the final time I'm ever going to talk to a human, and it's just going to be to get our hilt. Cheers, mate. And this is exactly for the teleport. The only other way that I could get to Trollheim would be breaking rules anyway. I'd have to do lots of quests. So this is the least impactful way that I could break rules to get towards Trollheim so that I can actually do God Wars. And everyone wants to see God Wars content, right? It's going to be awesome. And you know what? I'll even destroy the lamp. We don't need it. Oh, I did also have to talk to a knight, and that was also a small cheat. But yeah. We're good now. Should be good, right? Ah, dead. Good. Should I get out of here? Yeah, I probably should. So, after I nonchalantly walked in for the first time, we ended up finding the secluded corner where I can just trap and deal with this one Aviancy over and over again. Much, much easier, and it means that I can just prey flick this guy. And yeah, that 1 in 1 to 8 drop shouldn't be too tricky, and I should have enough resources left to deal with it, get it done. We'll see how it goes. The kills are pretty quick though, and like I said, I've brought some food and I can flick, so I can stay here for a decent amount of time. I feel like the 3 per day should be plenty in theory to get this one done. Just a little over halfway the KC. I'm running very low on the steel knives, which is a bit of a worry. Might have to take a break, but I have one more teleport for the day. It's going to try one more attempt, and then probably just do some like mining and stuff after that. If I whiff, because I still need to get more knives before I can get onto the rune limbs and onto broad bolts forevermore. So a nice nostalgic trip back to Motherlode, I think, is required. There it is, kill 105, I think it is. 105, not too bad, below the rates. Happy to see it, and that means we can finally make our Rune Crossbow. Things are happening. It's time to get to jellies. Thank you so much, Aviancy level 89 that's in this corner where I've been doing this entire time. You've served me well, and I didn't even go for any more knives. I just went with my 200. I even brought my U short bow just in case, and I had a good feeling. But yeah, below drop. Happy to see it. Runite limbs, this changes everything. Just spent an hour getting some feathers, really, at the old chicken coop. No more steel knife interludes. I'm so happy about this. We have our broad bolts. We are making the Rune Crossbow, and that means we're going to be heading over to Warped Jellies in the next episode, and we're going to be hunting that hard clue scroll. It's going to be a long grind, but with this, anything's possible.